Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial video. Now in today's video we are going to be building a cobblestone generator that is designed by Ilmango, which I really do enjoy Ilmango. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, you guys definitely need to do so. He's very good at Minecraft and he's got a lot of like amazing designs that you guys just need to check out. And honestly, I downloaded a lot of his maps and downloads and worlds and whatnot, and I was able to actually learn a lot of redstone through him. So I definitely recommend that you guys go ahead and check his channel out if you guys would like to. But I do want to go over some more little bit of information with the build that is actually behind me. Again, this is Ilmango's design. I haven't really done anything, but I just wanted to go over something that I had experienced on an SMP server, and also something that I actually experienced in survival, just normal single-player survival, that I think you guys might want to know about if you guys are going to be building a machine like this. Number one, first of all, this machine is super fast. This is only one section of it. You guys can actually mirror the exact same thing on the other side if you guys would really like to, but you don't really need to be completely honest. This thing generates so much cobblestone. As long as you're in an area where you're not going to be unloading a chunk, especially with a TNT duplication, you don't even have to really worry about it at all. I'm going to go into a little bit about how to build if you guys don't want to make it a TNT duper. So if you guys don't want to use that, you don't have to. I'll show you guys what you guys need to do in order to do that as well. So it's pretty simple. However, this design failed on me on a live stream, and that's actually what made me decide to actually build this, because I feel like a lot of people might want to know about it, and I'm just going to address this right away. TNT doesn't make much of as an explosion as it used to, and I'm going to show you guys here on this machine, and I've actually deactivated one cell in order to make sure that it actually doesn't blow up the rest of it. It's really interesting, and I can't explain it. I've actually had other people that have tested this as well, and the same exact things happen to them. It's non-directional, so it doesn't matter what direction you face it, east, west, north, or south. It doesn't matter. The explosions are the same. If you guys have experienced this, then this is going to be definitely a fix that you guys are going to want in order to know about. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about the fix, and then I'm actually going to go into the build itself. So the fix, honestly, is basically removing this cell right here. You can see that I've completely got rid of a repeater right here, and so that way none of these pistons are being triggered or targeted or fired at all. And then I've actually put a little bit of delay on these ones. So we have no delay on this one, or 1 tick delay, because that's normal for that repeater. And I put 1 tick delay, or actually on 2 tick delay, and then I put full delay on this one to make sure that that one's not pushing it quite as fast as the other two cells. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on here real quick so you guys can kind of see. Everything is working the way that it should, but the TNT just doesn't blow as much of it doesn't blow it up as much as you would expect it would. Like, this should be pushing it back. Even if I completely got rid of some of the other things that were going on, I would still get the same thing. And you can kind of see that we're not really getting a really big of a TNT explosion. So this is the reason that I actually had slightly modified Ilmango's design, just to make sure that it is actually working the way that we want to. I've had to actually put some different delays on here and whatnot, and kind of just make it, and I've done a lot of testing with it, and this is the best way that I can do it. You can actually get away with actually only using 2 of the cells, so if you want to only build 2 of them, so that way the furthest 2 are actually building, that will actually work just fine as well. That's actually what I ended up doing in my SMP world, and I filled up a 10 double chest in about 3 hours worth of AFK. So honestly, if you need more than 10 double chests in a 3-hour period with cobblestone, then well, you can always mirror this if you want to, so it's not really that big of a deal. But anyway, let's go ahead and kind of talk about what you guys actually need to build this. So let's go ahead and actually load up the schematics so you guys can kind of see all the materials that you guys are going to need for this. So you're going to need some kind of building block of choice. You don't necessarily need to use stone. You don't even have to use glass if you don't want to. You know, redstone on glass looks amazing, so that's the reason that we're actually using it. You're going to need 55 redstone dust. You're going to need some buckets of water. This one says 36. That's technically 36 placements of water. It doesn't matter if you use infinite water source or whatnot. Some cobblestone, which I actually don't have any cobblestone. It's just what's actually in the machine. And some of this stone is actually from was being produced when I actually designed the schematics as well. You need 31 redstone repeaters. You need 28 regular pistons if you want to make all 4 cells. If you're only going to make the 2 that I mentioned, then you're going to need 14. If you want to make the 3, then you're going to need 21. You need 6 slime blocks to make the duplicator. You'll need 1 dispenser if you guys only want to, you know, do a non-duplicating item. You will need 6 sticky pistons. Majority of that's just right here in the clock. You'll need 2 fences. It doesn't matter which kind. 4 buckets of lava if you do all 4 cells. 2 brick walls of any kind. You'll need a dead fan of some kind. You can get it so that it is alive when you bring it to the machine, but ultimately it will turn dead when you just let it sit there for a little bit. 1 detector rail, 1 lever, a TNT if you're doing the duplicator, and then 1 minecart, which is not listed in here for some reason, but that would be up here at the very, very, very top. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the 6 sticky pistons. So again, I'm not sure why the minecart isn't doing its thing, but let's go and turn this off and show you guys exactly what you need to do in order to build this machine. It is a fairly simple build. It's really not that complicated at all. Actually, a majority of the things that you guys can already see here on the screen is what you guys are actually going to need. So I'm just actually going to come over here. I'm going to grab a few of the items that we do need. So I'm actually going to go ahead and grab that. Let's grab some glass. Let's grab that. Let's grab a repeater. We can come back for those a little bit later. Let's grab a or a regular piston. And that is a majority of everything that we need. We can grab some lava and then some of these items a little bit later. So what I recommend is that you guys go up probably about 6 or so, and that's going to be for the bottom layer of the entire build. And you can kind of do whatever you want with this. So I'm not necessarily going to make this, but the bucket of waters and the stone that was listed in here does include this supply of this collection system right here. This is just a 13 by 13 area. And then I kind of, I put a couple water sources along here, except for the 3 middle ones. I didn't put any water sources, and that leaves that 1 gap here. The other thing that you could do is put a fence gate right in the middle if you want to water source everything. Completely up to you what you guys want to do with that. This world will be available for download if you guys want to check it out and see what modifications I've made compared to Ilmango's. But for the most part, I have covered them. All right, so let's just kind of go over here what we're going to do. And let's build it up in the air. And we can go up here. And you can start like wherever you guys would like. So we'll just kind of go about that high. That's actually about the same as that. So whatever the middle one is going to be, you're going to go 3 out. So there's going to be a total of 7 pistons on each layer. So that's the first layer. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put stone on the bottom layer because it's going to immediately turn to stone anyway. If you want to put stone here, or if you want to replace it with glass, it's completely up to you guys what you would like to do. We're just going to go ahead and do something like that if I can place things in the right spot. So we're going to do the same thing on this side like that. And then we can actually start our next layer, which this is going to be stone here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put pistons along this level like this. So it's going to be 1 gap, but then up 1 and then over 2 virtually. So again, you're going to do the same thing here because this is going to eventually turn to stone anyway. And then we're going to surround this one with our glass, kind of like that. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. And then we're going to do a space there. And then we're going to come up 1, and then this is where our next pistons are going to go. So we're going to do 7 across, then a row of stone or whatever building your block you're going to be. Whatever you put here originally is going to be destroyed. That's why I'm putting stone, so it actually turns into cobblestone for the cobblestone generator. It doesn't matter. If you put glasses, it will break. If you put whatever you're going to be doing there, it will be destroyed ultimately in the long run. So whatever you're okay with it being destroyed there is what you guys want to put here, because look, this one will eventually keep pushing it out further. Same thing with this one, and that's why we're putting the stone down. Hopefully that does make sense right there. And then we can go up 1 like this. And then this is all 4 cells. If you guys only want to make 2 of them, then by all means only make 2. And we're going to do the same thing right here. Now this one is going to be a little bit different. We're going to come up 1 like this, and this is going to be stone. I like to put stone here because the reason that we do that is so that things don't all blow up. Like over there, you can kind of see that front over there is all stone. And that's just to kind of protect all of this up here. Now, this section right here is going to be your step down. So I recommend that you guys go ahead and just put all the whatever block you want there. And then you're going to put repeaters on these. Now, in Mango's design, this is actually what he has right here. So if you're experiencing the problems with TNT not blowing up as much as it should, then you might want to get rid of these two. And if you want to do the 3 levels that I had over here, then you're going to put this on full delay, and then 1 delay, or 2 delay, and then 1 delay there. And then the rest of this is actually just going to be redstone dust up to evenly with this one right here. Actually, we're not going to go quite there yet. Well, I apologize for that, because we got to put our glass above, or whatever block you want above the pistons there. Again, you can use whatever block you want here. It really doesn't matter. Any of the glass doesn't necessarily need to be glass. It is completely up to you. We're just going to go ahead and do that down there. And then we need the repeater there, and there. Beautiful. Now we can go ahead and fill that in with the redstone dust. And then everything on top of the pistons is going to be redstone dust as well. And then we're going to put more dust right there. Nice. All right. So I'm actually going to deactivate the top 2 because I don't feel like destroying the build right off the bat. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is, if you're going to use glass, whatever building block, you're going to go 7 back. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then the last one will be 8. That's going to be redstone dust there. And then the 7 that we talked about are going to be all repeaters. And they're going to be on full delay. And then you're going to come back from that redstone dust and you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to put 4 more repeaters there. And the last one is actually going to be on just a 2 delay right there. If you want to put it on full delay, by all means, go ahead and do that. It's up to you. Completely up to you. Now we're going to do 3 more blocks. And then we're going to fill that with dust, because this is going to be the center block here. This is where the TNT will actually be above. And this is where everything is going to come back here. So we're going to come on this side. We're going to put a block on both sides of there. We're going to go ahead and put a block there. And then you're going to come out 2 more on this side and make it like that. So this is kind of the shape that you're going to get. Then you would extend the dust that way. And there. And also there. You're going to put a sticky piston there and a sticky piston there. And then this is going to be a repeater here with just a 1 or 2 tick delay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab something that can transmit signal through, not a piece of glass. It's not going to work. Like stone, cobblestone, whatever, quartz, whatever you want to build it out of. Now on this one, you're going to come back 1. This is going to be on just a normal delay. And then what you're going to want to do is build like a 3 by 5 like little area to work on. So this is kind of what it's going to be looking like. So we're going to destroy the 2 corner blocks, and you're going to have sticky pistons facing upwards. If you're going to mirror it to be the same thing going that way, it doesn't matter which way. We're going to put a regular block there, a regular block there. We need to put a regular block here and a block here. Now right here, this is going to be a sticky piston. Let's go ahead and put up sticky piston there. If you want to put that down first, by all means, go ahead and do that. And then this block in between these two needs to be a regular block. And then you're going to eventually put a lever here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And then we'll just go ahead and do that right now. And then this is going to be a redstone dust. There's also going to be a block right there. So this is where the signal is going to be turning on. It's going to push those both at the same time. So you need to have some kind of signal. So that's going to push it there. That's going to be full delay. You're going to come around on the same side where there was another sticky piston that's going to be pushing up. You're going to go full delay, pushing back in, because this is going to create a clock right here. And this is going to be the power circuit, but it's going to create a clock here. This is going to be on 3 delay, full delay, and full delay. So you basically have a circle here. Then this will be pushed into line. So if you see where it's going to happen, it's going to create this clock, and it's going to start pushing it back and forth like that. And let's go ahead and push that down. You can see that all the signals are sending. All right, so let's go ahead and build our TNT duplicator. Now, for people that want to use a dispenser, I'll explain it once we get to that point. Otherwise, if you guys download the world, I'll be able to show you guys, and you guys can see what that system actually looks like. I'll put that inside of the world download as well, which will be available for download on my website, which is gamercorey.com. Now from here, what you want to do is you want to come out to, and then we're going to go ahead and put our signal there, and we're going to come up, and we're going to go at like diagonal ways up. So it's going to be kind of like this. And then once you get to this next level, this is where you're going to want to come off right here. So we're going to come off this right here for this one. And this one, you might not want to make all glass. You can make part of it glass. The last three definitely need to be stone or something else, because glass is just too easily breakable. Now what you're going to want to do from the glass, you're going to want to go 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All of those need to be on full delay, except for the last one. The last one just needs to be on a 2-tick delay. You can make it 3 if you'd like, but it doesn't need to be on full delay. If you want to make a full delay, by all means go. It's going to, the longer of a delay, it's going to hold it longer. The shorter of a delay, it's going to let the TNT fall further down. So let's go ahead and fill the rest of this in with redstone dust up here. And then there we go. That's all we need to do for that one. Now, this is where we're going to be building our TNT duplicator, and it should actually be right in the middle. So if you actually look right here, this should be even. If you're not even with the middle of this build, you've done something wrong at this point in time, just so you guys are aware of that. So let's go ahead and grab our fence or gate. We're going to grab what we need. You're actually going to need 2 of those. We're going to grab a sticky piston because we'll need that. We'll need our slime blocks. We're gonna need a few of those. We're gonna need any of the fans that we're gonna need. We're also gonna need a detector rail, a minecart, and we'll need some walls as well. And then we'll also need our TNT. Just one piece if you're doing the TNT duplicator. So at the bottom right here, you're going to look right at this bottom, this repeater, and put it right off of there. On the top of this one, you're going to put another fence, and then you're going to go ahead and open that one. On this repeater, you're actually going to go ahead and basically shift on this one, put that down, and it's going to connect to that. And then you're going to put the TNT on the top of that fence with a wall on the top of that piece of TNT, just like that. Now this is interesting. You can do this one of 2 ways. I'm going to show you guys both of it. First one, you have to come off 2 like this and then go up 1. That's the first thing that you guys need to do. And you can either come out this way or you can come out this side. So if you come out this side, it's going to be like that. And if you go out the other side, it's going to look like that. Either way, it works just fine. I'm just going to leave it like that for the second option. You're going to put your coral fan or whatever fan that you guys got there. And then you're going to put a detector rail on that first one with a minecart on the top of that. And that is your TNT duplicator all done and complete. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our glass. We're also going to kind of continue our stepping up here on this. And this one, we need to go up like that. And it needs to be in line with this bottom slime block here. And we're going to come all the way over to that portion right there. All right. Now what we're going to do is you're going to grab your redstone and you're going to fill in dust and fill in all of this. And then the one that has the gap, this is where you're actually going to go ahead and put your sticky piston right at the edge of that dust, just like that. Now this one is all done and complete. So now we just have to actually do the bottom section, which is right here. So we actually just need to grab either 4 buckets of lava, and then we need a little bit of water as well. So that's all we need for the rest of this build. Water is going to go on each of these sections that we extend the pistons by right there. So you're going to put that on both of those sides like that. And then with the lava, you're going to look at the piston and you're going to put it on the middle piston on both of these. And then the top one, you need to go ahead and kind of spread that over the top of everything like that. And then you're going to grab your lava bucket again and put that at the middle of that one, which would be right there. Now it's going to convert all that water into stone right off the bat. You can see that happening right now. And that's going to do that for each of the layers. We decided that we weren't going to do the top 2 layers, so those will be inactive for the time being. If by all means, if your survival world is allowing you that blows up TNT better, then you're going to want to go ahead and you can use all 4 cells, and then that way you actually can produce cobble a lot quicker. But if you had experienced what I did on the SMP and also in my solo survival world, then I can't use the top 2. The top 3 I can get away with if I change a little bit of the settings. Again, if you're going to do that, you would put this on full delay, the second one on 2 delay, and then 1 delay. If you're just going to do the 2 bottom ones, then it can be on just 1 delay each, like that. That should be our system all done and complete. All you have to do is flip the lever on, and that should start sending the signal. And then it's going to hold that TNT there. It's going to go ahead and drop down, and we'll start to see some blow up happening, which is fantastic. And the reason that we're not using the top 2 layers is because that TNT will actually land on there, and it will actually start to blow up some of that stuff here, which that's not what we want to do, because for whatever reason in 1.15.2 the TNT is actually not blowing up as much as it should be. So sometimes it blows up, sometimes it doesn't, but if it doesn't, then it can destroy some of your parts. And you know what? All the work that you put into building this contraption up top here could be a waste of time and effort and resources, so we don't necessarily want that. So anyway, that pretty much is all of our build all done and complete. If you guys did enjoy the video, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.